Now you remember Herman Cain, who ran for president. He was from Georgia, relevant to our graphic. So he was talking to Young Americans for Freedom. That's a chapter for Young America's Foundation. He was talking at Monday in Chicago at DePaul's University. And he was talking about the 3 ladies who had accused him of sexual harassment in the middle of the presidential campaign. Now, in the presidential campaign, he had dropped out because there was one charge after another. Now he says, oh, well, they were all liars. All of them were liars, okay? It's just that the media didn't do its due diligence, and it would have been a huge distraction. Your own presidential campaign would have been a distraction from your presidential campaign. You tell me that if Herman Cain thought that they were all lying, that when he was at that point, he was near the top of the leaderboard. He might have been president of the United States, in his own mind at least, okay? He's leading among the Republicans. And because a couple of people lied about him, he would have dropped out? Because it would have been a distraction. Yeah, I know, Herman Cain. But at the time, he didn't say anything about it because he said, well, look, there was so much media attention. It's like drinking from a water hydrant. And so I didn't want to get into all that. Yeah, really, when everybody was paying attention and everybody thought you did sexual harassment, you didn't want to get into it? You now want to clarify the record? None of this sounds true. Now, look, to be fair to him, though, one of the women was represented by Gloria Allred, and we pointed that out at the time. Man. You got to take everything Gloria Allred says with a grain of salt. And she'd been waving an affidavit, like saying that these charges are in this affidavit. And RealClearReligion actually went and tried to find, and they're a neutral source. They tried to find the affidavit from that woman about Herman Cain's sexual harassment, and apparently there is no affidavit. So on that one, at least, you got to chalk one up to Herman Cain. So it's interesting, and he's got a case against all of them. But what's really interesting is who apparently is at fault. The devil. First, he explains generally, the devil is determined to destroy our culture. And of course, if they're going to destroy our culture, who are they going to go after first? Our leaders, like Herman Cain. Really, tell us all about it, Herman. He says, in regards to the charges, it made me realize there was a force bigger than right, referring to Satan. Could you imagine Satan's like, what should we do today? Oh, Herman Cain, man, he would do a lot of good. Let me go get that son of a bitch. And wait a minute, I thought God was stronger than Satan. Why didn't your God step up? Why didn't Jesus come up and go, this is Spartanburg, and just kick the shit out of the devil and have Herman Cain be president? And righteousness throughout the land. Are you saying the devil's stronger than Jesus? Now, I know you wouldn't be saying that, Herman. His little trick was he would invite them to hotels on company trips with him. And then, now those are all on the record, they went on the hotels, and then he'd invite them to the hotel room and start wrestling with them a little bit. Sometimes in the car and sometimes in the room. I'm sure it was the devil, though.